Yep, a deer ran into me. It was right during the rut, and on the way to work early one morning, he hit this fender, and I'd say it was pretty light hit because I was able to yank on it and do a little bit of body work. And the car came with Taiwan offshore front bumper, and even before I bought it there was like a three-way crack in it, which I'm fixing, so it's not a Honda bumper. And the deer hit the door, car traveled forward a few more inches, hit the fender, car traveled forward a few inches, and the rear end of the deer must have hit the door right here because it was pushed in over a quarter of an inch, about 3/8, but it wasn't anything sharp. And there was some hair under that door handle, so I pulled off the door handle. And this mirror had to be replaced. It was $155 from Honda. And I got to looking at the car, and from one end to the other, it just doesn't look good to me, and I thought it would sell better if I just did kind of a full repaint on it. There's chips in the urethane, in the paint, from one end to the other. The gas cap's been pried off with a screwdriver, so it's really not straight. Silver, so you probably can't see that. More chips that are encircled. One of them I've already blocked out right there, a scratch. It came clean. Car's been keyed right there. And this door isn't bad, but there was a long rusty scrape in it right there. And the top part of the rocker pushed in quite a bit. Gonna have to hit that with a unispotter. Other than that, not too much. Dents like this, you can see that. Several of those. Another one right there on the trunk lid. And some I've begun to already fix. Mostly fill. I'm not what you call a metal guru. Well, this one still needs some work, even though it looks like it's been worked on. I worked on it, but it's not there yet. Alright, starting out with this, I have put up a stud there and pulled a kind of a sharper dent. Didn't grind it down all the way yet. Then I put 3 there and gave them quite a bit of a tug. And, excuse me, my camera work. This is a huge camera. To me, it's looking good enough as far as how far it is out. The problem I have is this. Can you hear it? I know it's called oil canning, and if it goes in and I fill it and sand it flat and then it goes out, it's going to look wrong. If it's out and I try to fill it, the first time I sand it, it's going to go in. And that's what I need help with. I'm going to have you guys fill me in on how to fix that. So this is my project. It's just going to be a kind of a quickie repaint. There was a few dings in it, quite a few scratches, and I might keep the car. I don't know, but it is what it is. I want to get it done and get it done fairly quickly. And looks like this fender's still a little out further than the door. We'll have to work on that, but boy, these things are paper thin, these fenders, and I've noticed that you almost don't even hammer to pull on them. You just get your hand on there and pull dents. It's fairly easy to work. Now, that's probably more filler than what you experts will would put on there, but if it sands out okay in primer, I'm okay with it. I did use a block for this surface, but that hit metal. I'm expecting that unless I use a lot of primer, I'll see that still because it showed up and then I kept sanding. We will see, and I've got some chips. Alright, let me know what you guys think about my oil canning. It's not bad, but I know you're not supposed to have any. And I've never been shown much with the hammer and dolly. I do have a hammer, I do have a dolly, don't really know how to use them. And well, I don't know what I'm doing with everything. I'm pretty well read and I know how to do a lot of this, but when it comes to the master of metal, I'm not he. So and pretty much the same with camera work, but nice to get to know everybody and look forward to finding out how to fix this. I'll show you some of my garage. And we definitely had shaky cam there. I apologize. Ingersoll Rand. I know at least one or two of the guys in the garage have this model. It's been pretty good. I have a redneck installation here where it's sitting on blocks. It was sitting only on the concrete. Then I attempted to put in that fancy new bleed down screw that I saw in the garage, and they sent me the wrong one. The one that I thought I was getting, you could pull the string from the side and it would blow down, and this one that they sent me, you had to be straight under it and pull straight down for it to blow down. And I ordered the correct part number that the YouTube garage had said to get, but they sent me an older model or something. So now I've got it spaced up a little bit and the original bleed screw back installed. I'm going to have to do a second try on that. This is set up where I have just kind of tool air full of, complete with water and everything. And then on this side I've got a 300-pound test braided poly line, sometimes called Tygon. That's what we called it when I was in the Navy. It's good to 300 pounds with a hose clamp and a pretty good fitting. And that goes over to a moisture separator. And that's the paint air, what I would use in the spray gun. And then if I do a paint job, I'll replace this. It's a desiccant line that's supposed to dry the air. So in theory, hopefully my paint line that's red rubber there is not full of air. And I also sometimes use these guys, like for primering or something like that. But ideally for base coat, clear coat, for a full paint job, instead of just a new one of these, I would prefer to order up one of these and put it in right before the paint job, just to make sure that I'm not going to have any problems. This is an Astro pneumatic filter separator, and I haven't had it installed too long, but it seems to work good. Alright guys, let me know what you think about my project in the oil canning. I don't know whether to try and fill and block and work this gas cap, or I don't even know how it comes on and off, so they're probably difficult to replace. But it's definitely tweaked because it's been pried on with a screwdriver. That's it for now.